Hey, what's going on guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I wanted to make this video to help you guys out with the Rudechaw sales because lots of you guys on my stream were asking whether or not this monster's worth it or not. Because you guys were asking that you have 150 gems, should you go for him? Is he worth your gems? Well, I'm gonna go on and explain that throughout this video. So I hope you guys are excited. If you are, drop a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on. Anyways, let's go on and get started. So this mythic monster is not out yet for you guys to grab, but this was given to me exclusively by Social Point to review for you guys. And I've already done it. I made a separate video where I, fed him up to rank 5, level 150 and show you guys the skills and everything like that, the best runes, the best relics and everything you need to know. So I want to ask you guys a couple of questions, and this will help you decide whether or not you should go for this mythic monster. First question is, do you have the nature attacker Colonel Pip? Did you get him? If yes, do you like it? Like, do you have it to level 100 or, ranked above that? If the question is, let's say you have it to level 100 or you don't have it and you didn't really like him and you have spare gems right now, like more than 150 gems to spare, then yes, go for Rudechaw. But if you're lacking on gems, right? If you're lacking on gems and you already got yourself Colonel Pip, let's say he's ranked up or he's not ranked up, then you don't really have to go with this monster because they're almost the same thing. It's just that this monster really doesn't rely on any strength runes. You can literally just give him full speed. And the other two monsters with, triple team speeds, so it's basically 6 team speeds with 3 speed. You can dominate, especially with UA, Unrelenting Assault. Another question I'm going to ask you guys is, do you have this, what's called, not relic, obscure talent, the Unrelenting Assault? Were you able to get this? And do you have it right now? If the question is yes, you have it, then yes, go ahead and get the monster, because with the Unrelenting Assault, this mythic monster is almost unstoppable. It's really, really good. But if you don't have it, and let's say you just don't have the Unrelenting Assault, and you're lacking on gems, then don't go for it. Okay? Just don't. Because with the Unrelenting Assault, you can literally destroy the enemies. Everything is just so much easier. Now, here's the thing. I also want to ask you guys, do you have at least 1 Megataunt? If the question is yes, you have at least 1 Megataunt, and let's say you have a denier such as, for example, Lindworm, Vampirishal, or whatever, then, sure, you can go out and get him. But I really like running this monster with double Megataunt, because double Megataunt, the enemy won't be able to do much, especially the AI on PvP. You can get so many trophies running double Megataunts with this monster because all you're doing is providing as much speed as possible. I know I'm running 1 life rune right there. You guys probably can't see, but on Bombetta I'm running 1 life rune. You should be running like team speed right there. So it's basically 6 team speed and 3 speed in there. So you'll be getting the first turn. If there's a Megataunt in the enemy's base, no problem, because remember he has a 30% life removal times 3, which is being absorbed by the Megataunt. That's basically 90%. Plus, you're applying the bleed, and not just that, you're also going to hit them with the Unrelenting Assault, which will deal so much damage. Now, here's the thing. You don't really need to equip any armors. This is just as a backup. So maybe you climb up the, leagues and it gets harder and harder. Then, in that case, sure. Go ahead and, equip some armor here and there. But if you're, like, in the low leagues with at least a rank 3 this monster, I know I give a frozen armor or cold armor, just ignore that. It's just I don't have much more to give because the other ones are being used by my other tanks, and the tanks need them the most, honestly. So yeah, if you're like in the high leagues, if you climb up to like legendary 2, legendary 1, or even legendary leader, then what's it called, you might need those armors just as a backup. But thing is, if you're in the lower leagues, and even if this monster is at level 100, no problem. He'll still be able to dominate, okay? I'm going to go ahead and open up the tier 6, and I'm going to show you guys this monster in action, once again, with double Megataunt. The monster is super powerful with the UA, plus the double MT Megataunt. So take a look at this. There's a Shelly here. There is a Steam Wrath, and we also have this monster apparently as an attacker, which is quite interesting. Now here's the thing, I can use this skill right here, Chewing a Tree, and remove 90% of life from that Shelly, plus the Unrelenting will kick in and basically end up eliminating Shelly overall, okay? If I want to go with this, I really like this skill. The reason for this is because you can't actually see it in the bottom, but it's a 0 cooldown skill, so as long as you have the 30 stamina, you can continue spamming this as much as you want, and it's kind of nice, I've got to say. But I'm going to use Chewing a Tree against this Shelly, so there we go. Unrelenting will kick in, eliminate Shelly. Shelly comes back, no problem, there's no Megataunt, right? I could use my Furious Chomp, which is a 20% life removal. So there goes that. And plus on top of that, the unrelenting kicked in and it dealt a lot of damage there. So, oh my gosh, I'm just lucky this monster didn't die. I just forgot that I can't win with this monster. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave. But you guys see how easy it is to win battles with this, right? So yes, it's a great monster. You should be able to, you know, if you have the gems, you should go for it. But if you have Kernel Pip, once again, you don't really have to get it because let's say you already invested in Kernel Pip and you're gonna get this monster, like, and you're lacking on gems. I don't know. That's really your choice. But for those of you that have tons of gems, and even if you got Kernel Pip, it's okay because remember, Kernel Pip was a nature monster. It's a nature corrupted. This was an earth element. So let's say in wars, you have an earth element category. One of the restrictions is earth, let's just say. You can use this monster with double Megataunt. Hopefully that's the case. But yeah, another Megataunt here. I could use the 30%. There we go. Unrelenting kicks in. And then here, I could go with a 20% life removal. Sure, why not? Unrelenting kicks in, deals a ton of damage, gives you an extra turn. Here, I could use it again. I could go with the 20%. But if I do this, the monsters are gonna die and I'm gonna win. So I'm not gonna do that. So yeah. But if I do this, Hyper T to any of them actually, this monster will survive with 3k HP. The other one will survive with like 28k or something. So if I do this, oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, I forgot. Unrelenting will kick in if you damage or eliminate them fully. But you see how powerful this monster is? Full speed, he will get the first turn because you're running 16 speed and 3 speed meta. I mean, we've seen this in Grand Duels. You guys have probably, if you, let's say, played the old Grand Duels, I'm not sure if they do it now too, but in old Grand Duels, players used to run 3 speed runes on one monster and then 16 speeds on the other. So it is pretty good. Alright, so against say Daedalus or any other tanks, like for example Ole Fnatic, you know, it's Earth versus Earth, no problem because remember, you're removing life by percentage, okay? So it'll still be 90% life removal plus that UA. By the way, since this monster's at rank 5, that UA will deal 60k damage plus the 3 uses. It's just so good. Now, you might be asking yourself, what if you face a monster with Anticipation Trait? No problem, because remember, you're running double Megataunt. Let's say it's a Hardy. Anticipation kicks in. All he can do is probably eliminate just one, but if you can just get that one turn, eliminate their tank, you can go out and one-tap Hardy. You can one-tap Hardy. Literally. You can use, for example, Hyper Teeth, which removes 75%, and if this monster's at rank 5, that Hardy will be dead because of the UA, Unrelenting Assault. So I can literally use this, and if I wanted to win, I could win, but okay, 100k HP, you're gonna live. So it's okay. There we go. You're gonna live, you're gonna come back. Okay, yeah. And then if I wanted to win, I could use a 20% life removal. The 20% life removal is great because you can continue spamming it as much as you want, as long as you have the stamina, of course, okay? So it's really, really good against any monster. So yeah, it's a great monster. Here we have Antipator, but it's not really hardy, it's just old mythic. So I go ahead and use my normal skill. UA kicks in, you get an extra turn. What are you gonna do? Heal? Oh, Dark Paradox? I think that was a heal skill. Yep. Here, I could go ahead and do something like this. Unrelenting kicks in. You resurrected, no problem. I can get rid of the Resurrector now because it has Anticipation there. So I can literally eliminate her. Now it's just Vampira. Damaging one of my Megataunts. I don't know why. I mean, she could have went with some of the extra turn skills, you know what I mean? Before landing her Nightmares on the Street skill. But yeah, I could use Hyper Teeth, eliminate that Famelina. No, not Famelina, Vampira. And here, I just have to wait for that evasion to go away, and then I could eliminate the Daedalus if I wanted to. This monster is just so good. But here's the thing, guys. Once again, if you're lagging on gems and you already got yourself Kernel Pip, you don't have to worry about this monster. But let's say you have tons of gems, like I'm talking at least 500 or more. If you have that type of gem, especially like around thousands, because if you want to go for like a higher rank, it's even better. Getting it to level 100, I don't think you'll be able to deal much. I mean, I'm not talking about skill wise, I'm talking about like if you have UA, Unrelenting Assault. Because at rank 5, you get the best, you get 60k damage. You know, Unrelenting Assault will deal 60k, which is a lot. But at just level 100 or 105, once you equip it, it's just going to be 1000 damage right there. You guys can see the physical damage. So Yeah, overall, not a bad monster. It's a great one. If you want to get it, it will be meta. I can already see it. Colonel Pip is still a meta in my opinion. But yeah, if you have a rank 3 or higher Colonel Pip, you don't really have to spend your gems getting this monster because you already have that Colonel Pip helping you out. It's literally almost the same exact monster. But yeah, I've got to say, trait-wise, it's really, really good as well. Skill-wise, you can run yourself the anger management, but I like it better as an attacker. Like, having these 4 skills right here is just so good. It's so much better in my opinion. You don't really have to run that anger management or with a like life rune or something like that. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.